Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside the laundromat where we have some huge changes going on. We'll show those to you. We'll see the progress that's been made. That's never quite as much progress as you hope, but there is progress being made, and we'll count quarters and see how that looks We'll see how all that looks with all the changes going on too. And we are in Kersey, Colorado, a small town in northern Colorado, which might look like the Old West a little bit. And we do have a tumbleweed. So fitting today, it was snowing a little bit earlier, not now, but it's supposed to snow more tonight. So winter is not over yet. And here we go, our beautiful laundromat that looks not quite amazing right now. So this is Friday. My guys had started on Wednesday taking out those old giant dryers right there. They were over here and putting in some newer ones. I'm trying to stay positive and be happy today. Really hoping those would be out by now. And then my guy called and said he's out today, so he can't get them out today either. So they're gonna be here at least over the weekend. I know they're beautiful, but I'd be okay if they weren't here. And I was really hoping this looked better too, because from what I saw, they had plenty of time to make some repairs and tidy this up a little bit. And now we have a chair that stops people from going back there. So, I mean, maybe it's wedged in there really, really well, or there's some kind of invisible force field going on here. Not sure. And we have issues with these. I'm hoping they're not big issues. Part of it's my fault, but we'll talk about that too. And I have seen people in here with all this craziness going on too. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, seeing how open this is right here, because I did not realize that until I just got here right now. Yeah, but at least progress is being made, and hopefully very soon this will look way better and we'll have way more dryers that are working. And eventually we'll see if we can get some more washers in here too. Car wash parts are ordered. Hopefully those get here soon. So stuff's happening. But like I said, I don't know how I feel about this right here. So we'll check out the coin boxes, talk more about what's going on, check out those dryers, and go from there. We'll check the change machine first. I checked it once already this week on Wednesday, and there was $137 in here. I don't expect there to be a lot more, because as you can see what it looks like right now. But there's some 20s in there. That's not actually too bad. Don't need to refill it right now. I don't think how much money we had last week. We might even have more money in the change machine than last week. We're really close. No, we had 187 in here last week. So I remember there was 187 in the change machine and 186 in the washers and dryers. So almost exactly the same. And then this week, if we had 137, what do we have? 157, 177, 188. Okay, almost exactly the same. But we'll check the coin boxes and see what's in them. I forgot, I need to check this one. Oh, there's more in there than I thought too. This was also not working on Wednesday because that quarter mechanism was jammed, so we fixed that. And people love that machine for some reason. It only takes dollars. It works exactly the same as the other one. But we actually will have more money than last week in the change machine. We'll see what's in the actual coin boxes. So this was the other day when they're bringing in the dryers, and I was really hoping they wouldn't break them. And hopefully we didn't break them. I did go over there and help. I didn't just sit in my truck the whole time. And I don't think they would have gotten them in there either if I had not been helping, because they are big, they're pretty heavy, and as you can see, it's awkward trying to get them to fit in there. And then here's kind of what it looked like midway through the destruction of the Sissel dryers. They weren't really destroyed though. And a lot of people had said maybe they should have cut them, and I can't argue with you there, but they did not. So interesting machines, massive machines, huge chunks of metal. Very, very old. and then here's what it looked like afterwards. They did put a new sheet down, so that's good. I mentioned this before, we have stairs in the shop, so hopefully we can get that shop rented out here soon too. Making progress there. We will check this guy and see if there's any money in here. Oh, a little bit from before we took it out. Definitely not a big money maker, extremely inefficient, and almost impossible to get parts for. That's why we were removing those. And I also forgot my buckets today. I have buckets I always put my coins in, so we're gonna have to make do without those. And shouldn't be a big deal, but I really like my buckets. We will see what's in here first. A little bit. We'll leave that. We'll just stack everything into here. We'll put all the quarters in this one. This is usually the best box in the whole place. Pretty good. And then a lot of people love just seeing and hearing the quarters. So that's why I like my buckets. That's okay too. So that's all the dryer money there. So I'm gonna count that right now and see how this works. I have my portable counter that's been here. I don't use it very often. It's not flat, it's not, what's going on with that? It's about to fall off, okay. And we're just gonna test it out anyway and see if this is just horrible or how this works. It is all assembled still, unlike my other coin machine, which I take apart when it jams. And like I said, this is not quite how it's meant to work, so we'll see if it works. Hey, so far so good. My coin box is filling up, so let's try this again. That was close. I almost dropped that whole thing, but I caught it with my hip. Okay. Now we're checking the washers. Wait, these are the old. Hold on. Okay. That's okay. I think this is better than last week. Last week was not amazing. It wasn't as bad as some of our earlier weeks this year, but we'd had some really, really good weeks in a row. I don't think we're gonna break any records, but I think it's definitely better than last week. This one usually has almost nothing in it. Oh, I need this key. Take it out in there. There we go. Oh, could be worse. Now we'll try and count these. Okay, we're gonna try the washers now. Okay. Now, the old washers, which sometimes have more, sometimes have less. Oh, I need to count these. Oh, that's really not bad either. I need not that one. One of these for this one. Very well organized. Hey, that's okay. This is how I used to do my coin counting when we first bought this place. Oh, there's clothes in there. Was there clothes in there before? I feel like those have been in there a couple days. Why do people leave their clothes in here? I don't know, but... Okay, I've tried all of them like 3 times. There we go. Ooh, almost nothing in there. Probably because somebody left their clothes in there. That's okay. I think that's less than the newer washers. Those are damp. I don't know how long they've been in there though. And we'll start fresh with the old washer. Oh, this coin machine might be working way better than my other one. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, so we have a couple of problems with these dryers. Now, a good problem is someone came in and is doing laundry. So people are still using it even though it's super ugly. Now, my contractor was saying these are all pulling error codes not working. But I think they were just on program mode and not user mode. The issue I have is I have keys for my dryers in the other laundromat and these dryers. These came from the laundromat that I bought. Oh, thank you. In Louisville, I bought all the machines out of it, and so I wasn't sure if I had keys for these. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. But thank you for having something work out today, and I have those keys. If I can open that up, I can possibly get them started. But we still can't use them because this is the part where I messed up. I don't have any coin boxes for them. I thought I had coin boxes in the other laundromat. I went there first today to go grab them and bring them over. I'm out. I'm not out. I have like 60 coin boxes I don't have keys to that were in the machines that we had to drill out. I bought 50 new coin boxes and we've used them all. I literally had one extra. I thought I bought a lot of extra ones, but one of our coin boxes that I bought new broke already, so we had to use that extra one. So I've got to order more coin boxes, get those in here. I literally have no extra ones with keys that work. I had to make a couple of these work with old ones already. So that's my fault. But, like I said, we're slowly making progress. Okay, so we've already made progress here. You can see they're all on cycle. Well, there's a little switch in there, and that's got to be depressed with the coin box before it'll start working. So it's saying I can just push this, and it will start. Now, the real question is it going to blow up when I push it? I sure hope not. So, okay. Well, it's, what is going on back there? This chair was not, there's no force field, by the way. That was shaking like a banshee. Do banshees shake? Is that? I don't know that. Understand that saying. Well, that vent's not even connected. So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of reasons these should not be. That vent's not connected either. I wonder if it's blowing dust everywhere. But why was it shaking so much? Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, we know at least it'll turn on, and it was warm for a second. Do I dare try that with any of these others? Okay, I might have to pop that out. And also the time is so different here on these dryers. In Greeley, it's 1/4 for 8 minutes. I think it's 1/4 for 5 minutes here. I didn't even realize it. It's more expensive here than in Greeley. So I also have to reprogram these if I want them to match these prices, or if I want to change those prices. We'll see. But obviously these are not ready to use yet. I don't know why it was shaking so much though. Do I dare do this and go back there? There we go. One of those will rapidly increase it to 0. I don't know what I did. Okay. Oh, for some reason I'm coughing. I don't know why. With wind blowing everywhere. Graham, the good painters. I don't think we need Graham on here either. Bye, Graham. Okay. So good and bad. I think they work. They should work. The good laundromat repair guys had told me these were the best ones I have. They look like they're in good shape. We just didn't have gas to test them in where I was storing them. So we couldn't test them all the way. But sort of good sign, sort of bad sign. I also want to not have them on though, because I don't want people putting quarters in them. Even though all the signs say out of order, you would be surprised how many people still try to use them. And they're hardwired in. It's not like I can just, well, that one's sort of hardwired in. I'm not real happy with that situation. But I'll see if I can at least take the power off to them, which they shouldn't have power to them at all right now. And then we'll work on these next week once all this looks better and it has vents and stuff like that, which you're supposed to have, I think, in a laundromat. So they're off. They're unplugged. Obviously I need coin boxes. I need to not forget my key here. That's important. Make sure that's in there good. We still have working dryers. Hopefully next week we'll have more working dryers, although I was really expecting to have all this, not all of it, but working dryers this week, and I think we really should have had working dryers this week, except for a few issues here. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go check the numbers on my video to see how we did. We'll put that into the graph and see how the money did. I'm still trying to be really positive here, but I know how long my people were here working on this because I have cameras here and can see all of it, and I know they had a whole lot more time to work on this than they did, and so that's a little frustrating. That's a lot frustrating, and just how long it's going to take for this to look better is frustrating too. Luckily people are still here. I mean, I guess you can see things are happening, so that's good. Stuff still works, but I mean, this is a very small laundromat. It's taken a long time to build up our customers, even though there still aren't that many. And you know, if it just takes a few to decide, well, we can drive 10, 15 miles away to another laundromat, they don't say start doing that once or twice. Maybe they just keep doing it and don't ever come back. So that's why we try to stay open even through some of this stuff and not and get stuff done as fast as we possibly can. And that's just, yeah, not the prettiest thing in the world. And we really, I think, easily could have had those to a point where they could run, assuming I didn't mess up and have coin boxes. So that's definitely my fault. But yeah, we can get those probably pretty quick. And if I really had to, I think I probably could have found at least a couple that worked to get one of those machines going. So I could have taken the coin box from the dryer that doesn't work in Greeley too, and I have another washer that isn't working in Greeley that would also fit those. So there's 2 coin boxes right there I could get right away if needed, and a third that's kind of broken that I might be able to fix. So really, if things were going perfect, I could have found a way and made that work, and then programmed those and got all that set up. But I don't want to mess with the programming and all that unless I know they're safe to operate, which without vents and the way that one was running, need to work on that a little bit more still too. Okay, we'll be back here next week and see how things go. So here are the sales starting from when we first bought it back in June of 23. If you saw my video from earlier this week, you saw how rough it was when we bought it. It needed a lot of work. We've made a lot of improvements, but there's still a long ways to go. We had our peak in the fall. That's when the car wash was working. Everything was going pretty well. And then things kind of took a dive from there. The car wash broke. We had the change machine break. Quite a few machines were broken. And we're having a lot of issues. Then things got better again at the start of the year. Very up and down, but definitely way better than they were. And then last week, we had kind of a downfall. And this week, we did a little better, but not a lot better. I'm not as worried about this week, though. And I think I know exactly why we had issues. And that's because a couple of those dryers weren't working very well. And we were doing all the work there this week. So I'm sure that chased off some people. So if we can get all the dryers working, everything... I mean, not all of them working, like 90% of them working. That's kind of your goal with a laundromat. I think we can definitely get more people in there. And if people see we add more machines and it's better, hopefully that will help too. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. It won't happen immediately, I don't think, because it takes some time, word of mouth, people to realize, oh, hey, there's new stuff there. Of course, I'll mention it on our Facebook page and different spots. But that should really help. Getting the car wash up and running, I think, should really help too. Again, that will probably take some time, word of mouth, and people to start using it and trusting it, that it's not going to, blow a breaker and stop working, and it will, hopefully continue to work all the time, not just once in a while. That will be really exciting as well. So, I'm happy that we're finally able to get stuff started. Hopefully, we can get it finished in the near future, and that doesn't take too long. That's kind of my worry when you start stuff like this. It takes a while to finish it, and that things just drag on, and we're hoping to avoid that, although it's kind of already happening just a little bit. So we'll have lots of updates on this. We'll definitely be there next week, and hopefully we can get the dryers up and running. I ordered coin boxes already. I don't know how long it will take them to get to me. I ordered them. I asked them to be the same key as the ones I ordered before. And so they kind of have to make those boxes a little bit and key them right, and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Love to hear what you think. And we'll be back soon at this little laundromat.